I thought forefathers meant you had two sets of gay granddads. I am sorely mistaken. So the creator of the amazing Digital Circus took down their Reddit account, and many people are citing that it is fan backlash because a lot of fans are upset about what's going on with the show. They're stressed about what's going on with the show and they hate everything about it. They hate that Jackson Pomney, our main characters and other characters are getting pushed to the side, and this has caused the creator of the amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworx, to actively delete their Reddit account. She has come out and said that it is actually stress that's been building up over the past few months, and it is not because of the fan backlash, but it is going to show that the actual people are actually insulting the show, insulting the writing, saying that it's bad, and doing all this stuff, which puts indefinitely a lot of stress on Goose. And Goose is actively feeling that stress as well. Now, I'm going to take the creator's words for this, as most people don't. I'm going to say that, yeah, they had a lot of stress over the past few months, stressing out about the finale, stressing out about how they want to make the show, and they have spoken and said they actually may not return to the show again because of their own personal problems. And they said you should be allowed to criticize the show because you should be allowed to criticize the show. It's fair. You're allowed to criticize things because it's a piece of media put out there. You're more than welcome to criticize whatever you want to. So I think that's fair. And that's basically the entire drama. That's the whole thing. Goose deleted her Reddit account. That's the whole thing. Now I'm gonna get to yapping. You can leave if you want to. I'm just gonna get to yapping about how I feel about fandoms at this point. A lot of times, a lot of people will see fictional characters and they invert their instincts. Fictional characters, they get silk gloves. They get everything. Oh, they get a chariot, everything they want. And then real humans, well, they get treated as if they're fictional. And it has warped the architecture of how empathy functions online. A character can commit atrocities, betray everyone they love, burn a city to the ground while laughing, and the audience will sit there with popcorn, a tilted head, whispering, well, we got to figure out about their character growth. We got to figure out about healing. We got to figure out the messy arc that will lead to redemption by the season finale. That's going to be amazing. They will write essays about trauma and motivation. They will defend the fictional murderer with the ferocity of a lawyer. Just a regular lawyer. Just a regular lawyer. Lawyers suck. Just lawyers. That's what it is. They will find grace in the cracks of everything. But a real person, we get a real person, this is exactly what happens. Let's say I said something clumsy in a moment of exhaustion. Let's say I'm tired and I released a video regardless. Let's say I said something, I don't know, slightly racist, right? Let's just say for the sake of argument, I said something racist. And I didn't mean to. I just didn't mean to. They would say, well, it wouldn't be in your vocabulary if you never meant it. Or let's say I say something, I don't know, something that's offensive towards gay people. Or let's say offensive towards the right or Donald Trump. Anybody, realistically. Or something angry towards centrists. Something that's a misstep. And then they'll pick apart every single thing about it. If I miss a beat, I misread the room. I learned something uncomfortable. I learned something. And then I speak on it. Right? The crowd of people, all the people on the fandom, the same crowd that forgave a pixelated war crime, they will decide, well, this actual human being, that I have a nervous system, a heartbeat, a mother who loves me, oh, she loves me so much. They'll say, yeah, you need to be launched into the sun for the good of the timeline is what you need to do. That's what it is. I can only amass in my mind that there's something sick in the brains of these people, in the collective mob mentality of the fandom. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the love of blood. Maybe it's the blood sport of tearing down somebody bigger or somebody just for the love of the game, to feel as if you're vindicated. This is the same logic of the Crusades. Just to do that, that's ridiculous. And it's just continually going over and over again, writing fan fiction about a villain's recovery while sharpening the knife for a creator who took a weekend off. Fictional characters feel safe. Wanna know why? They don't talk back. They don't change their mind in real time. They don't force you to confront the uncomfortable, weird, odd, just beautiful work of actual forgiveness. That's what it is. Real humans are messy, inconsistent, exhausted, capable of growth that doesn't have a 3-act structure, because growth doesn't work that way. People are unpredictable, and the fact that they are unpredictable makes it harder for the average person because People like predictability. People love routine. Routine is the best thing for people because it makes them feel as if they have a purpose in this life hold. And that's why people go to church on Sundays. That's why people enjoy 9 to 5s, because it gives them some routine and structure. And when they don't have that, their entire life feels as though it's falling apart because they don't know what to do. That's the whole thing. I believe, this is just my guess here, that this screen that you're watching me on has trained you to think empathy is something you consume instead of something you practice, right? You have to do it instead of watch it. You can binge kindness over and over again. It can be animated, scripted, color graded, soundtrack, whatever it is. But when it arrives with swelling music to tell you when to cry and dramatic pauses to tell you when to feel, you know what to do because you're a follower. That's simple as that. Then you turn around and become feral, absolutely feral, when an actual person, say me or somebody, a creator of some sorts, disappoints you. It disappoints you. You say, well, I don't care if you're good or evil, you're slightly annoying, and that's the worst thing it could possibly be. The moment there's no orchestra to conduct your emotions, no close-up to guide your sympathy, compassion gets replaced with this firing squad of quote tweets and all these bad faith readings with screenshots taken out of context and presented as evidence of irredeemable moral failure. Fandom culture just accelerates this rot because it creates emotional ownership over art while systematically stripping creators of their humanity. That's what happens. And then the creator becomes nothing. Becomes a nothing burger of a human being, just nothing. And the moment they don't behave as if they're a perfectly calibrated PR avatar, well, why are you reading these comments? Why are you responding so mean to fan comments? This is strange. You shouldn't be mean to the fans. They are your entire livelihood. They make everything you do. They just go crazy. Go crazy about it. Just go crazy. Now, I cannot possibly know the entirety of what's going on with the creator of the Digital Circus. I have no idea what's going on with Big Goose. No idea. I can't figure it out. But I do know the creator of the Digital Circus is just one name on a growing list, one data point in a pattern that keeps repeating because nobody wants to learn the lesson. People who discover too late that their fandom has evolved into something feral, something entitled, something deeply unwell. It is nasty. They have no mercy and no capacity to recognize itself in the mirror. Big reason why I don't like the Undertale fandom, or the Deltarune fandom, or the Five Nights at Freddy fandom, or the Steven Universe fandom. I hate pretty much everybody in those fandoms, myself included. I know that I just don't like them. I don't want to associate with them, and I don't want to talk to these people, especially in an online forum. In person, yeah, I can speak to you, but online, you're worthless to me. I do not want to interact with you online. It will be a worthless endeavor. It's the same equivalent to me as doing an online debate. What's the point of doing an online debate? You're not going to change any minds. You're just going to argue with each other in clip farm. Seems stupid. Just seems like a dumb idea overall. Don't really enjoy the aspect of online debates. Same way I hate online fandoms. Both are in the same bucket to me. Same little bucket full of crap. Grabbing each other, scratching you down, making sure you never get out of the bucket because they're grabbing each other and ruining each other's lives. Disgusting work. I think what pisses me off the most, this is what agitates me and what makes it worse and truly unbearable to witness, is that the same spaces will preach empathy louder than anyone. They talk endlessly about understanding trauma, mental health awareness, the nuance of human experience. They write threads about how we never know what someone is going through, about how kindness costs nothing, about how we must hold space for complexity. And then they turn around and flatten real people into villains because guess what? It's inconvenient. It's inconvenient to be complex. It is. Fictional suffering will get dissected lovingly, obsessively, the patience of a scholar and the tenderness of an actual friend. But if you have real stress, real burnout, real withdrawal from public life, well, you suck. You're a coward. Something bad must be going on in your life. Something sinister behind the surface. It's interesting. People say all the time that they want authenticity, but when you actually get authenticity, you don't know what to do with it. For instance, I'll give you an example. Despite all of his horrifying things, Kanye is somebody that has horrible mental health. That's Kanye. You will criticize Kanye and insult Kanye, but Kanye is going through mental health struggles in real time. Chapel Rowan sucks. I think Chappell Roan sucks as a person, but Chappell Roan does go through mental health crisis. And there are so many examples, whether it be Amy Winehouse, who sadly lost her life because of her mental health crisis, or other things in that variety, where you treat people as commodities because you are worthless. You stink. You are a horrible person and you deserve nothing in this world. You, yes, you deserve nothing. And then at that point, mask lips. The expectation is perfection without pause. That's what it is. You guys only care about perfection, only care about the finished product. You don't care about the behind the scenes. That's worthless. Completely worthless to you. That's why a lot of people consume AI content. They just want to see the final product without worrying about the artist behind getting hurt behind it. That's what it is. That's the reality of the real thing. You guys are the real villains. That's the real reality of the world. Welcome to it. You are the monsters you make. Like, by the way, the manga that Corey Kenshin made is horrible. Have you read it? I don't think anybody's read it, realistically. It is horrible. I read it. It is not that good. Monsters We Make, horrible. Horrible piece of work. People in real life do not get redemption arcs. Doesn't work. Doesn't happen. Redemption arcs make the audience feel generous without costing them anything. They allow you to experience the warm glow of the forgiveness without actually having to do the work, without having to sit with someone in their discomfort. Because redemption arcs can happen in one episode. That's what it is. It's the whole thing. You don't have to extend patience. Forgiving a real person asks for something real. It asks for patience, for restraint, for the ability to sit with uncertainty while someone learns in public, make mistakes in public, stumbles towards something better without anything to guide them. And that is hard. So much harder than clapping for a fictional apology written by someone else, delivered by a character who only exists to serve the story. No one really says this aloud, realistically. Some people love morality as spectacle more than they love people. That's what it is. They love the thrill of judgment, the dopamine hit of I'm right. Oh, I got it. Lizzo is a piece of garbage. So fun. It's the safety of pretending empathy lives exclusively on a screen and doesn't need to follow them into actual human contact. They love the idea of goodness more than the practice of it. And until that changes, fictional characters will keep being treated as if these godlike beings worthy of infinite analysis and infinite grace, and real humans will keep getting chewed up and spit out for the crime of failing to live perfectly written ones. That's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Same reason why people enjoy Negan for some odd reason. Negan is people's favorite. Oh, he's such a bad boy. It's crazy. People love Frieza. He's a good villain. I'd love for him if he became a teamwork and teammate with these people. It's crazy. It's crazy work. Don't know what you guys want out of this world, but it's disgusting, and I'm not a fan of what you guys are doing. It's absolutely sickening to my soul. I have nothing good to say about any fandom at the current moment, even my own. I don't. Not a single good word. You disgust me irredeemably. I hate you, and I don't want anything to do with you at the current moment. Have a bad day. Bye. I'm your Nick and Night, be my Laurel. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.